Hey Aries, it's Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's take a look what's going on with you guys. So this is for male and female Aries for November 2018. We're going to start with love as usual. Okay. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Okay, sounds like Venus retrograde stuff, right? Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. This actually, by the time I got to the second card, I got the feeling that this was more about self-love. And I feel like that is what Aries needs in this month of November. So let's take a look what you're going back to. This is the before tarot actually, so if any of you are interested, sometimes I get people asking what decks I use, so it's a new deck that I'm using, the before tarot. It's actually really nice. Okay, so we have the Sun reverse. So again, the Sun is about the self. I feel like there is an issue here with self-love and practicing that. Oh, that one flew out. 8 of Wands. Yeah, there's a need to rediscover yourself, reevaluate exactly what this says, reevaluate what it is that you want, and there's a need to communicate that. Set forth some type of intention as to if you're not on the path that you want to be currently, draw out that new path. It may be a new path. That's what I'm getting for some of you. This may be a new path that you did not think you were going to be on. Love is all around you. We have the Queen of Swords. So simply acknowledge this as truth. And the Queen of Swords is all about truth. If you look, this angel is giving her, the Queen, her crown. So this is like, know the Queen that you are. Know the truth about who you are and what you know. And love that. Page of Swords. Again, truth. Messages of truth. Expressing yourself, feeling free to say what it is that you really want. Love makes the difference. We have the 6 of Wands. Love can heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So I really feel for Aries, you're going through some type of process where you're getting to know the real you, and what you desire and what you need as far as love, how you want to be loved or how you need to be loved, and the attention that you need to feel like somebody cares for you and loves you. But the first place where you should be looking for this sense of security and self-worth and importance is within yourself, is what I'm getting. I feel like you guys may have the tendency to seek that out in others, so for others to kind of validate how important you are, when it needs to come from you before anywhere else. But this is also sort of a reevaluation of relationships in which you don't necessarily feel like this person is giving you the attention that you need or the attention that you desire. And we have the 3 of Wands. So yeah, you still have this hope that this love that you envision is coming into your life. Because I feel like you guys are realizing your worth. Okay, let's take a look at the Celtic cross. So I did add a couple of different readings to the menu if you look at the description box below. So I'm going to be doing email readings as well. I want to add, you know, a little something for everyone. So email readings, 1 question for $15, 2 questions for $25, and then also the usual video readings that I do for half an hour and 1 hour. But I did want to add a couple of others because you don't always need a full hour reading or a full half-hour reading. So when it's something quick like that, I think an email is good enough, especially for that price. Okay. All right, Aries, what is going on this month? The Fool reverse, the Star reverse. Okay. So you want to start something new. You want to take a risk in this area of your life, in the area of romance and love. But you're having sort of a pessimistic outlook that's holding you back. 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, King of Wands reverse. Yeah, again, you're holding back on some action. There's something that you're just not quite ready for. In the near, we have 3 major arcana so far here. In the near future, we have the Hermit. Wow, how you see yourself as the 9 of Swords. You guys are very stressed out about something. How others see you as the Devil. Hopes or fears, we have the Queen of Swords, and the overall outcome is the Emperor, which is your card. So, interesting reading here. Okay, so let's see what this is, this Fool in reverse is. What is this new? Oh, okay, so the Lovers. This could be about a decision, a big decision, head over heart decision that you're just not quite ready to make yet. The Hermit reverse. There's a sense that this is such a huge decision, whatever it is. Okay, you're making a decision about a relationship, a major relationship in your life, somebody who's very, very important to you, that you have very deep emotional connection with. This could be a spouse, a soulmate. And it's like, it's such an important decision that you know you need time to yourself and you need to really reflect in order to be able to make this decision because it's so huge. Head over heart again. Okay, what's crossing you again is the Star. So it's like you have no faith anymore in this situation. You've lost faith, you've lost hope. This did not turn out to be the dream that you envisioned in your mind. We have the 3 of Wands, clarifying the Star reverse. So this is something that you've been waiting for a long time, and now it's like you're like, no, this is you know, it could have been like you were wishing for this relationship to change or to work out, and you kept on waiting and waiting and waiting and being patient, and now it's like, I have to make a decision here because I keep on waiting for something that doesn't seem like it's going to come. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. The 7 of Wands reverse. It's like you kind of took a passive stance and you just let things happen around you. Like you wanted to see what was going to come to you without you having to force the matter, is what I'm getting. In the foundation, we have the 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups, reverse. The Tower reverse. I feel like there's a relationship in your life with somebody very special, somebody that you love quite a bit. But this relationship is not working out. And I feel like you've been giving this person chance after chance, you know, just trying to avoid conflict, trying to make things work, you know, but all the while sensing and feeling that it's just not working out, you know, with this Tower reverse. It's like you don't want that breakup to happen. You don't want to have to let go of this relationship. And you're definitely trying to make it work. But it's been very, very difficult, and it's like you're running out of steam. The Empress reverse. Yeah. Again, another 3. The Empress is the number 3, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles. I feel for some of you, you may be dealing with someone, either you have somebody outside of the relationship, or they do, or they have these tendencies, and you know that. Maybe that's like the multiple opportunities that you've been giving this person. Maybe you give them second, third, fourth, fifth chance, and you're always waiting for that other shoe to drop. I feel like you sense that there's another woman around, and you're trying your best to make this work so that this person doesn't leave you for somebody else. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in the past, so, oh, okay. 5 of Wands reverse. The 8 of Wands. So definitely about communication, trying to stay out of conflict, still maintaining hope. I feel like you guys kind of wanted to keep yourselves busy in the past. It's like there was a lot of arguing, though. There was a lot of arguing, but then nobody would actually take any action based on that. So even though there may have been a lot of fighting, or just like a tense sort of atmosphere, you just kind of went with it, you know, like there was no action ever really taken to change the situation. It was just what it was, and there was still hope, you know. But now we have the Star card here in the reverse as what's crossing you. So the hope that was there in the past, or you know, the faith that this was going to get better, I feel like it has dwindled. So now you're showing up here as a King of Wands reverse, kind of losing your motivation, especially here with the 9 of Swords. I feel like you're just not motivated. You're not ready to take action, because there is a high amount of stress and anxiety that's being felt here because of this whole situation. King of Wands reverse. Knight of Cups. You may have a water sign person on your minds. Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, excuse me. Or this could be you know, it's like you want to offer your love and pretend like everything's okay, but you just cannot bring yourself to do it. Knight of Swords, 2 knights now. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, and a King of Wands. For some of you, you have two people in your lives. A water sign and an air sign. Okay. King of Pentacles reverse. A lot of people. I feel for some of you, this is like it's like there's a sense of your life almost being like torn down. You know what I mean? Like how you knew life is changing. And so I do feel for some of you, you're on the precipice of like this brand new sort of life that you were kind of pushed into little by little. You know, it's like something chipped away at this relationship to where you now find yourself on a brand new path. And I feel that because of that, you've lost your sense of stability. You've lost your sense of like knowing what's what and all of that. And so you're having trouble taking any kind of action because you're just not familiar with your surroundings even yet, right? So I feel like whatever it is that you may have to offer, love or whatever, it's kind of on hold because there's a needing to understand where you are in life right now, where you are with respect to relationships, where this relationship is right now at this time and where you want it to be. I feel like you're still sort of in the month of November kind of in decision mode about where you're taking your life. And maybe that's why this Hermit is here in the near future, because you may need to just take time out for yourself to figure yourself out, release yourself from whatever has been keeping you, you know, sort of hostage. I kind of feel like you know it's coming. It's just that you're just fearing the actual event, you know? It just feels better to go along with things and pretend like everything's fine. And, you know, we've been through this before and we'll be all right. You know, yeah, you can do that again, but it seems like it's been sort of a cycle, especially with this Devil card here. But I do feel like, you know, the universe has this way of, if what we need is time, then it kind of just happens when we need it to happen. You see the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like you need time on your own here. You need time by yourself. This is a card about being independent, being happy in being independent. You know, this is not like, ooh, woe is me, I'm all alone. It's not that. And neither is the Hermit. You know, the Hermit is not lonely or upset that he's alone. He seeks to be alone so that he can gain this enlightenment. That's what he's seeking, is enlightenment. And to free from whatever is holding you bound, whatever is holding you back, infringing upon your independence. So, because until you do that, you're really not going to be prepared to offer anything to anyone else and therefore accept anything for yourself, which is why I feel like these new beginnings are on hold, because you're still kind of used to wanting to try to make things work out when maybe you've come to the point where it may be time to move on, you know, because it's just the sense that I'm getting. I'm getting this vibe that, okay, so Seven of Pentacles. You may need some time, you know, alone for a while. Is what I'm getting. There's something that you need to work through that's worrying you right now. Two of Pentacles reverse, yeah. It's some kind of choice or decision. Look at that, the Emperor. You know that it's yours and yours alone. You have the power here to change, I feel like, the course of your life. Okay, but it's going to take strength. It's going to take strength. I feel like you know this, okay? Because this is how you see yourself. So you know that you have to have courage to make this decision, whatever the decision this is. Because you know that if you don't have courage to make this decision and make it things, you're not going to be able to make it happen. You're going to continue to fall into this cycle. So interesting. So there's two infinity signs here. If you take a look, there's one here that's over the Magician, and then this one as well. Okay, so again, I get the sense that there have been cycles that you've been stuck in, but you're at the end. Okay, we have this is how you see yourself. So you're at the 9s. Same thing here. Look, Hermit, the number 9. You're at the end of something, at the end of some cycle. But it's going to take strength for you, strength and courage for you to actually jump off of this ride. Okay, it may be time. It may not be time to just try to make it work anymore. You've been doing that and it hasn't been working. So maybe it's time for something new. And yeah, it does cause stress, but you gotta, take the reins here. How others see you, we have the Devil. So for some of you, you could be with a Capricorn or somebody with Capricorn in their chart. But this is, I feel like this is a person who either sees you as being obsessed with them, or they just sense that whatever connection you have with them is no longer healthy. 10 of Cups. I also get the sense that for some of you, there's somebody out there who is with someone, with a partner who wants to take or have some control, exert some control over them. They're very controlling, domineering. They like to play mind games, and this is how they want to keep it. Like, this is how it's been, and this is how they want to keep it. And they feel like you're happy too. You know what I mean? Now we have the 9 of Cups reverse. Yeah. It's like all of a sudden, like, they don't understand why you've been okay with it all this time. Why all of a sudden it's not acceptable? It's like they're confused. Why is this all of a sudden, being called into question? We were happy before. Sorry, guys. That was... Get out of here, Bella. Go. So, yeah. I just get the feeling there's somebody here who's with a partner who's very kind of self-serving. I'll put it that way. Okay. So what is Aries wanting? I feel like Aries is wanting to make a decision, wanting to have that clarity, that mental clarity, to see what it is that's no longer serving them, to see clearly, like, what is no longer satisfying me. The Hierophant. It could be, for those of you who have been in long-term commitments, maybe you're wanting to see the truth about this commitment. Again, Venus retrograde, we're reevaluating relationships, and I feel like that's what's going on here. There's a reevaluation because for some reason, there's a need to consider starting fresh elsewhere. Okay, because we are stuck in some sort of cycle of dissatisfaction, arguments, fighting, just not seeing eye to eye, somebody not really contributing to the good of this relationship, but maybe just going, like, being a lone wolf or something like that. There's instability in this relationship, and so I feel like, there may be a back and forth with this relationship, but you're seeing that it's not solid. Like, whatever is there is not as mature as it should be. If that makes any sense. The connection itself is not as mature as it should be. Okay, so the overall outcome is the Emperor. And again, that is your card. We have the Page of Rods reverse, the Ace of Cups, 2 pages reverse. Okay, and an ace. So I do feel like you guys are going to take control of the situation. I feel like you're definitely going to have probably some time of solitude in the near future. You may be separating from this person, from your partner, this person who I just feel like the connection has turned negative. And you need to get away from this person for some time. Now, it could be for 7 months, for 7 weeks, for 7 days. Maybe you're going on vacation by yourself. I don't know, but you need to release yourself from this person. And I feel that you will in the near future. And this is going to help you to see things, you know, a lot clearly, a lot more clearly, and to be able to make these tough decisions. Okay, because we have 2 pages and an ace. So these are, again, new beginnings. There's new beginnings, but I do feel that you are leaving your heart open, which is good. Now, as far as like action, I just don't really see action just yet. I feel like action is still... So here's what I feel happening in the month of November. I feel like you're at least allowing yourself to recognize the possibilities of you starting fresh someplace else. That's what I feel like is going to happen here. You're going to open yourself up to new opportunities. Even though you may not take these opportunities on in the month of November, I feel like it's something that you're setting up for yourself. You're taking your power back, and you're going to make things happen for yourself. So you're open to new experiences now, but I don't feel like you're actually going to be living those experiences just yet. You're like accepting those possibilities. And again, the Ace of Cups is also about self-love. So the self-love is what's going to give you your power back. Okay? When you're stuck in this energy, self-love is what you're lacking, because that's what allows for this type of dynamic to happen. But once you release yourself from that, you start to love yourself again and value yourself, and you give yourself back the power to say, you know what, I do deserve a new beginning, because this relationship has turned into something that is not healthy for me. It's putting me in this state, and that's not healthy. Okay, so that's what I see for you guys. I feel like you guys are deciding to start new. And choosing you. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Okay, so good luck, Aries. Let's move on to career and finance. Whoops. All right, one more. All right, we're doing 5 cards here for career and finance, male and female Aries, November 2018. The Empress, five of Wands, King of Swords, 2 of Swords, High Priestess. Okay, so we have 2 twos, a lot of air. All right. Some decisions. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Okay. I feel like you guys had, maybe you're coming into the month of November, you know, feeling pretty good about how you dealt with some some difficulties. I feel some difficulties and obstacles that were put in your way, or that you just found in your path. I feel like you are proud of the way that you have handled yourself throughout that ordeal. Let's see what this Five of Wands is. The Three of Wands reverse. And the Nine of Swords reverse. I feel like there may have been some misunderstanding or something, or there may be a need to clear something up where somebody perceives like they don't get what they want, or they don't get what they expected, and they perceive this as someone being careless, or yeah, just basically someone being careless. So I feel like this was, misfortune on your part, like it affected you negatively, but the way you handle it is very, very classy and very professional is what I'm getting here. But there is like a misunderstanding or something that you may need to deal with this month that needs to be cleared up. We have the Five of Pentacles here, clarifying the King of Swords. Page of Cups reverse. I'll do one more. And the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I kind of feel like you guys are really, in the last spread that we did for love, the outcome was the Emperor. Here I'm getting the Empress, but I really feel like it's the same sort of Emperor type of energy. Of course, it's not the same. It's the like the feminine aspect of that energy. But still, I feel like it's a boss. Like you're handling yourself like a boss. I do feel like you've had some, or you will have some challenges thrown your way in the month of in the month of November that you need to deal with here. And part of that is you becoming that person who makes that final call, that final decision. Like, okay, yeah, I may be disappointing some people, but I have to use logic here. What's really going to be best on from a financial aspect. And I feel like this person is going to be you this month. You're showing yourself to be the leader, to be the boss here, and to smooth out any conflict amongst the people around you who maybe don't understand fully why you're making the decisions that you're making, but you're doing it for everyone's good. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Four of Cups. The Six of Wands reverse. So having to make decisions that may not always be pleasant, they may not always be popular, but doing it again for the best, for the good of the group, for the good of the team, whatever it is, for your family, the good of the family. You definitely making very, very logical decisions, also using your intuition, using your inner knowledge, using your logic, using a good amount of intuition, because we have both the Empress and the High Priestess. So really receptive to everything around, the energy around you. but still using logic. I feel like you don't want to, you're consciously doing this because you don't want to make any kind of decision here based on emotion, because you know that, I feel like Aries is going through a critical period here in the month of November with regards to career and finance. So it's almost like you take on this energy of like, I can't be fooling around here. These are, you know, tough times, perhaps challenging. You know, there's some challenge aspect of energy of being challenged here in the month of November, both by other people and just by circumstances themselves. So a lot of curveballs being thrown your way, but nothing that you can't handle. I feel like whatever is happening here is really just bringing out the leader in you. So it's making you stronger, if anything. I know that that may not be what you want to hear, but yeah, it does. We have the Two of Cups. Again, another two. A lot of twos here. So I feel Aries really very nurturing. There's a very nurturing energy, a lot of feminine energy coming in, but as well as being very much logical, like, again, making some serious decisions, boss type of decisions, but it's always with others in mind as well. This is not just a ruthless type of thing, you know. I wouldn't say that emotion is like I said, you're staying away from emotion-based decision making, but you're definitely maintaining you know, receptivity to others' reactions to what it is that you're doing here. The Hierophant. Okay, so whatever decisions you will be making here in the month of November, you're definitely, what I'm feeling here is that you could be making some tough decisions and cutting certain things out of your life because simply they do not serve you. Or maybe even people around you who aren't seeing eye to eye and aren't on board with your plans and where it is that you're trying to go, where it is that you're trying to direct your life. You're going to have to make those tough choices and actually maybe create distance between you and these people because they may be holding you back. Okay, so whatever is not leading you to success, I feel like Aries is going to be extremely focused and definitely listening to their intuition as well as their logic, but still needing to cut certain aspects or people out of your life because, again, there is a sense here that something is taking up your emotional energy, and that is what's making you not be as successful as you can be. But I feel like you definitely know this, and so you may be creating space between you and this these people or this person. For some of you, it's going to be a committed partner that you're creating space with. And we did see that in the last spread as well. So there is that element. I feel like here you're very, very much focused on stability in your future and creating that this sense of a very cushiony lifestyle, very comfortable, very luxurious. This is what you wanna, what you're very focused on is this energy here. Okay, and so I feel like you're definitely doing everything you can to make this happen, to lessen any type of drama that would maybe put into threat what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because I feel like right now there may be a sense of lacking, but it's like you know that with the right decisions you are very much on. You may be at the 5 of Pentacles right now, but it's like you know that you're headed towards the 10. And that is what your focus is. So yeah, I feel like, you know, Aries is going to go through some major changes here with regards to your financial situation. Again, I kind of feel like you are getting to know, you're coming into your own power. For some of you, you know, I feel like, especially with that last spread that we did, I do feel like there's some Aries that are finding themselves to be either because of divorce or separation or, you know, whatever the case may be. I feel like Aries is finding themselves in a place of being a lot more independent than maybe they used to be or are used to being. But you're definitely loving this energy and like embracing it and making things happen for yourself or setting yourself up. I don't know that everything's going to happen in the month of November, but I feel like you are in this process of setting yourself up for a really huge accomplishment that's going to be all you. And that's a great thing. Okay. So thank you, Aries, for listening, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.